Ready to go?
What was that?
I think this is officially the earliest time we got in here. Look at, we said this time and we are exactly on this time.
Wow, on the dot.
On the dot.
On the dot, everybody.
So I'm grateful to be in here, and we should start with that. I'm so grateful for the kids. I'm so grateful for the plants. I'm so grateful for the Plantspiration members, my bike, music, the painters. Is there anything left for you?
Barely, but yeah, I'm grateful for all of that stuff, and I'm especially grateful you guys are back for another episode of Plantspiration Unplugged. We're John and Stefanie Ignoffo, and the founders of Plantspiration. We started that nonprofit to help people go plant-based and just crush it and get rid of their disease, and save animals and the planet and just all that good stuff. Welcome back. Thank you for sharing and liking and all of that.
Yeah, don't forget
That's
to
what I'm
like,
grateful for.
subscribe, share.
Yeah.
Boom. People know us for losing 250 pounds as a family and breaking free from the standard American diet. You know, now we're making a global movement using lifestyle medicine, whole food, plant-based, nutrition, neuroscience, and real-life coaching to prevent and reverse disease. But in here, we're just unplugging, kicking back, and actually showing people what we're doing behind the scenes of our life.
That's right.
Because, man,
That's right.
it has been like
a storm of goodness.
a transformation
Yes.
nation. Like, I don't know what else to call it. Thank you guys for coming back to episode 38. This is Eat More to Be More.
Wow.
How healing became a movement. You know what I mean? In this episode, we are going to bring in our CFO,
Yeah.
Chief
all right.
Financial of Operations. Noah will be here in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And this episode is going to hit deep. Last week, we talked about like identity shifting, breaking patterns, of course, just eating our plants off, how people are
Thriving.
thriving, how people are crushing it. But this one is a little bit deeper because it's not just about what we teach, but it's how we live it.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, look
It's
at
so much easier when you're living it.
it's.
If you're doing it, it's easier to help others.
Yeah, it's just kind of happening. So we're going to go, I guess, behind the scenes with Noah, because Noah didn't just help us. He's not just helping us build a mission. He actually lived here.
Yeah.
He lived with us. So you're going to get to hear how we met him, what it really means to go from standard American diet to whole food healing, from burnout to businesses.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
From
right.
personal transformation to financial stewardship of a global nonprofit. Like, what's going on behind the scenes? We don't talk much about that kind of stuff, but we're getting into the truth about how Plantspiration started.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize.
How did it start? It started right there on that thing.
You guys, it started right here on this iPhone. I didn't even have a laptop. I was like, I lost this weight. I started going online and talking about it. And then I just dove into the nutrition part. But once I got into, once I was getting certified in plant-based nutrition and I was building up
Yeah,
all my
you-
tools, like
you
the
like-
recipes,
You like had one of the kids' computers. You're like, I'm going to commandeer this computer. I got to do some training here. I got to learn. What the hell did we do? How did we get so healthy?
That's
How come our
exactly.
doctor doesn't know what is going on? Why doesn't the world know of
Oh
this?
my gosh,
Like,
John, did you know, like as I was doing it, I was like,
I
John,
know.
did you know that nursing conventions are funded by McDonald's and KFC and Taco Bell? Like, did you
Man.
know that this is where nurses conventions are being funded by?
I know now.
I was blown away. And I remember you were working out in the garage and I said, I think I used LegalZoom. And I said, I'm going to start a nonprofit. And you were like,
Cool. Let's do it.
let's do it. And I messed up right there with my paperwork. Like, that started the whole ball rolling of, are you ready to learn how to rock and roll?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, they just, whatever it is, like whatever you want to do, they'll just do it. They don't ask questions.
They did ask
what kind
questions.
of nonprofit? Do you want to be this? Do you want to do that? Do you want to do It wasn't,
Well, and I really didn't
We
know how
didn't
to
know.
explain like what we were doing. So when I originally started with that stuff, I go through the paperwork. I fear nothing at this point. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to do this and call LegalZoom, fill out a bunch of questions. And it started off that the nonprofit, it took 2 years, by the way, for that to even get incorporated,
oh yeah, this is not overnight stuff.
to get tax exempt
Oh, wow.
started. then lots.
That was like another 18 months, I feel like, for that.
It was a while.
Yeah, I mean, you got to like start your thing, go through it, and then there's you got all this government
It was
tax
it was
stuff.
incorporated right away in
Well, yeah.
2017.
Yeah, you started your business.
19 was when we were tax exempt finally. And it was in 2020 when the IRS said, hey, by the way, you're not filling out the right paperwork because you filed an extension for a it was a private foundation that I realized LegalZoom had put me into. And so there goes, I almost had to restart the paperwork. It took a couple of years.
Yeah, what was up with that, with the private part and instead of public or whatever?
You know why? Because in the beginning, we started off with so many people on the board as our family. So it looked like that.
It was like,
it appeared that way. And quite frankly, I didn't understand the legality of it. So boy, we learned that one really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not just some Facebook group.
No, this is way more.
This is not just some Facebook group going on. I mean,
that's what people see. Oh, you got this cool, this cute little Facebook group.
It's not about.
And she's roller skating. Hey. No, dude. No, there's a lot going on around here.
There's a lot going on. So what a week we've had, by the way. We'll get more into that and how it started. It started just like that, by the way, on my phone. And
I'm like, just waiting. Every time you ask me, how was your week? I'm like, my armpits start sweating.
That's what he says to me today.
I gotta think about my week. Holy cow, I'm just plowing through.
It
was amazing. I'll tell you I will share with you the best part of my week. I mean, I'm working, I'm doing my thing. Everybody's working and doing their thing. But the best part of my week was you preparing for class. You actually brought up a whole tray of these blondies, a whole pan of.
Yeah, baby.
That was amazing. Thank you again. So delicious. I'm like, yes, that's the recipe. Use that one.
So let's talk a little bit about that because it is a little behind the scene-ish. I'm building this whole curriculum, the Eat Your Plants Off. I also, not only did I start the business, incorporated it, went for the 501c3 tax exempt. So we're like a nonprofit and a non-for-profit.
Right.
There's two
registered
things kind of.
Plantspiration trademark.
I trademarked Plantspiration.
Eat Your Plants Off.
I trademarked it.
Trademark.
I trademarked that because I knew right from the get-go, well, this
That's
is
what we
lived
were
experiences.
doing.
Yeah, like we're just kind of doing it. So, and then in 2019, I opened my doors and I started teaching classes in January right out of the house. And it grew and it grew and it grew. And then here we are.
All right, we got to find a venue because there's strangers coming to our house, a lot of them. Okay,
a lot of them. It was working.
Yeah,
it was inspiring, and it's grown since. And Wednesday night is the night we do classes, and now our classes are virtual. They're global. They're all around the world. We just had somebody come in again from Australia.
Yeah, that is badass.
I gotta stop trying to use accents too. I'm always like, "Hello, mate."
Yeah, I'm like that's not. I'm like, don't. But it's we're cooking dinner.
Trying to be
it's they're ready. They're eating breakfast and stuff.
Yes.
And it's not tea and biscuits or whatever they call it. That's England, but it almost sounds like that. But no. Different.
This week in the curriculum, and our curriculum has been phenomenal, which I'd like to add because we have a Plantspiration health report that's coming. Since we started the podcast, we started collecting data, which I wasn't doing. I have all these other things going on. I think you guys are getting that right now, and doing social media and doing marketing. Oh, and by the way, coaching.
Oh, yeah.
And running a podcast.
By the way.
And eating my plans off. So we have a class on Wednesday night, and last week's class was about breaking the sugar trap. We were talking about bananas. People are so freaked out about bananas. And I want to continue to break that stereotype, not only of dieting, but what thriving looks like. We don't have to be white knuckling it and restricting it. And people to this day, it's kind of a shame. I'm kind of ashamed. To this day, people think that getting healthy means giving stuff up, restricting, not having good stuff. So I do get into some recipes, and I want them to be just right for everybody. We know what works. So
right.
I did 3 versions of it. I was up at, down in the kitchen at 7:00 already baking these blondies and in different versions.
And you're giving them to the painters that are here.
Yeah, I was like, you guys.
Kind of looking at the look on her face. Okay, all right.
Even I didn't deliver it right to them. I was like, here you go. There's some beans in it. But they kind of know what I'm doing here. They're hearing it. So I didn't want to make them feel like I was pulling something over them. So I was like, yeah, there's some beans in it.
Yeah, this isn't like a Duncan Hines box of
No.
something.
And one dude, he liked
He's
them.
like, dude, the other guy didn't even want them. I ate them all. They were
Awesome.
great.
We're making more. We're making more of them. So I wanted you to taste them out too, like using some date paste, what it felt like with the maple
Yep.
syrup in it. Just kind of really, the Wednesdays are all about me putting my classes together
Yeah.
and thinking about what it would feel like to be in the audience, to be
Right.
attending my classes is how I put, you know, how I get into it.
I mean, well, that's
I
just
know
it.
what it feels like.
Yeah. You know,
What are you talking about?
you just want to eat your plants off without being like overwhelmed with ingredients and this and that. And then I got to find some strange stuff I never even heard of. But
I want to get everything right for everybody so we can keep making it easy. And that class was great. I'm glad you love the brownies. I'm
those are
grateful.
blondies.
Oh, blondie, sorry.
Yeah, that was like weird. It was like a brownie, but blonde. That's why they call them blondies.
They
But
were incredible.
yeah, holy cow.
There was chocolate chips in them.
Oh, look
What?
out.
Record
I'll
scratch.
tell you what, the pan you made half and half, one without the chocolate chips,
Yeah.
tasted like just a plain donut, like delicious.
Yeah.
There's like barely any flour in it. It's mostly beans.
And just for the
It's
record,
amazing.
a lot of people say, "Oh, I wish you could just cook for me." That's not my job.
That's not the point.
That's not what this is about. I'm not.
We've all learned the wrong way how to fuel ourselves. So now we
Yes.
got to kind of turn back the clock a little bit and learn how to fuel ourselves correctly.
Exactly.
And then eating like that, I feel like I've turned back the clock because I feel amazing. I
Boom.
feel younger
Let's
than
go.
ever.
Seriously.
Look out.
By the way, speaking of the
Mm-hmm.
week, I think I wrote it down somewhere here. Hold on. I didn't, but I know it's at 19,700 and something miles I am on my bike.
Oh, yeah, going out on our bikes, bike riding. Yep.
That is not including indoor cycling.
No. No.
That's
no.
just on the trails that I've put on that bike. And, well, 18,000 miles I think I put on one bike.
Yeah.
No, 16.
16.
It was 2 on the first one,
Yep.
16 on the second one. And this baby here is taking me to
Almost
20K.
Yep. Yep.
Got about I've less than 300 miles. We're leaving for ICNM in
2 weeks, roughly. 10
not
days.
even
10
days. We're like leaving in 10 days. Do you think I can get 300 miles in 10 days?
I don't know.
I could.
Well, yeah.
Like I
yeah,
can do 120, 150 in a week. But my schedule is a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
don't. Yeah.
different than it used to be.
Right. I mean, you're still helping people and stuff, and you still
I
have
got
some
AirPods.
coaching calls. And stuff.
I got AirPods. It's been a week. And then on top of this week, there's the way that Renee put it,
Oh yeah.
prophetic.
Yeah.
So my friend Renee, shout out to you, Renee. You're incredible. You've been also with me from the beginning of this. Renee knew me also. I met Renee in 1994,
Wow.
something like that.
Woo.
So she came out here. We did a little bike ride. She's the one that told me about the bear poop.
Oh yeah.
Whew, it's real.
Yeah.
Tell them.
It's real. There's bear poop. Bears poo. Not just in the woods. Is a bear shit in the woods? Well, they also shit on the bike trail in northern Illinois.
So one day not one day, but Renee calls me up then, and it was like a FaceTime call. I thought it was actually a butt dial. I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited! This
Yeah,
isn't
you
a
were
butt
like,
dial."
"Whoa, did you?" Yeah.
Like we've been texting for 100 years, but all of a sudden the call came in, and she goes, "You got to see this." She told me that she had a new hobby, and that she was like, the word isn't growing caterpillars; it's not harvesting, but
No, but
anyway,
helping them,
we're
whatever it
they're
is.
becoming extinct. You can go get them locally. Like we want to see more caterpillars. And she was teaching me about the milkweed and how to find them.
Well, yeah, the ants are like they eat
Well,
the eggs.
As soon as she showed me the milkweed, I was like, I have a ton of them in what used to be my garden. And I go out there and I go, Renee, there's ants all over them. And she's like, yeah, they eat the eggs. So while I'm talking to her
Yeah.
during all this, she goes, do you see that? Do you see that? And I mean, you guys, let me just tell you, do you remember
small?
like when you get a men's shirt and the pins are in the shirt?
Yeah.
That's how small this little egg
The
was.
head of a stick pin?
Maybe
Little
that
tiny?
small.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
and Renee's like holding the phone up. I'm like, dude, back it up a little bit. I can't. She goes, it just came out of the egg right now. While I'm on the phone with her and
Wow.
she's showing me this little teeny, mini egg, this little caterpillar comes out. Ready for this?
Yeah. What'd she name it?
She names it Stefanie. And yeah, give me some claps for that. Renee, thank you for that. This has been a journey. And she said to me, the whole thing has been prophetic. And I had to look it up. So I was like, yeah, it is. Let me just make sure I know what that means, actually. Predicting what will happen in the future. And
Oh,
if
wow.
this isn't what's happening right now, I don't know what is. So
Yeah.
Renee shows me the first day, little Stephanie caterpillars like munching
Chomping.
on the leaves. Actually, the first picture she sent me, Stephanie had eaten the leaf out in the shape of a heart. And I circled
Aw.
it and I go, I love this. So now Renee's sending me these pictures every day. And this caterpillar is like eating the shit out of this plant.
I can't
Literally.
believe you can hear the thing chomping.
That's what it sounds like. Tell him.
It's crazy. It sounds just like that.
So she's sending me these videos, and this caterpillar is chomping. You can hear it chomping. She's cracking me up. She's like, Stephanie just bit her poo and flung it off the leaf. So when I say literally eating the shit out of this plant, it was. And it flung, and then the other caterpillar had emerged, and she named it John. She's going on social media. She's talking about these caterpillars. But what's actually happening is I'm watching this, and I'm like, I cannot believe how big this caterpillar is getting.
Right.
It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I know what's coming next. It's going into that next stage. So it starts wrapping itself up. Just the other day, Stephanie finally got into her cocoon, and then
It's
I'm
like
reading.
the chrysalis stage.
Oh,
for the layperson.
there he goes.
For me, I
There
had
he
to look it
goes.
up.
Let me just read to you what I learned, because I learned a little bit about. So when Renee said it was prophetic, she's right, because caterpillars don't just change, they dismantle everything that they were.
Oh, wow.
I mean, think about what we've been talking about in each of these last few podcasts. They go inward, they dissolve, and I started watching videos like they come apart.
Yeah, we were watching that time lapse.
What did you
pretty cool.
just say before we came in here? Like we had to come up. You literally said these words. Like, well, it's almost like we had to come apart before we could put ourselves back together.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
You
pretty
just
much how
said
it
that.
is.
And then they rebuild and reemerge as something completely new. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need a Kleenex.
That's us.
I
think I'm out of Kleenex, so
It's a little
Suck it up.
right?
yeah,
It's messy, it's hidden, and it's exactly what we've done.
Yeah, but like out in the open.
Kind of, sort of. We've shed old patterns, identities, survival modes, and we've been in the cocoon.
That's awesome. I'm telling you.
Deeps.
I just don't have any wings, but I'm flying now.
I feel like that.
I
We've
feel
been
great.
in the cocoon, grieving, growing, unlearning, and now we're flying.
Wow.
53,597 followers I'm going to go into.
Dude, that is amazing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much. Just to let you listen into what we're doing, running a global nonprofit.
Seriously.
And because we've lived it.
Thank you.
Then we've got thousands of pounds. Before we started calculating, I started this in 2017. I started helping people in 2013, right away.
Yeah. I mean, if we went back to the beginning, how much weight people have lost,
Thousands.
that would be like,
Thousands. So many diseases of heart disease, diabetes. Diabetes was the first thing I reversed, and it was in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The first person, and I was like, I'm going to need to start a business. But when I wanted to start the business, I wanted to give it away.
Give it away now.
Give it away now. And I didn't realize I was a humanitarian and that I didn't realize that was within me.
Yeah.
But I've been fighting for it to be this way for everybody. You know what I mean? How many people have wanted to be on the board or be part of it or tell me you need to charge more and you need to do this and you need to do that.
There's a lot of people come across through our past, cross our past that have really, tried to sway you one way or another, but it's like you just stuck to basically just going on your heart,
That's exactly
to help
what it
people
was.
and
Well, we know what it feels like.
yeah.
You're broke, you're sick, you have no hope. It looks like you're never going to get better. Then we had no insurance when we started this whole thing.
Yeah, right.
We didn't have health insurance.
Right.
So that kind of stuck in there.
Yeah, we didn't have it and needed it. Now we have it and haven't used it.
Right.
But it's there. That's what it's for.
I think I've mentioned this before, that it was at the same time that I was really taking in Dallas Buyers Club, and the way that he was running things, it was that was the inspo, of course, for we're going to do a nonprofit and we're going to bring a membership into it. And that membership that people put into it is going to go out to help more people get into it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we've been doing.
It's awesome. I mean, it's just, it's like the natural occurring, what the way the progression of it has been.
The organic, or some people say it's organic, it's authentic.
Yep,
And
yep.
all people in the group say there's nothing like this.
No, because, you started this and created it out of your heart, like I say, and that just means so much more now in the world because everybody's just looking to make a buck.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling, for like 2 seconds while I'm in the bathroom, and I'm like, man, everybody's like, you got to do this, you got to do this. Don't you feel like this? And it's just like an overwhelming, just inundated with just BS.
No
and
wonder
it just feels
you're
like
taking a dump right there. Like you're just like, get this out here.
yeah, well, I mean,
Well,
and
it's
I'm
just-
plant-based and eating the fiber so seriously, I'm in there for like 10 seconds.
Exactly. That's why you're ripping through it. But what a profound way to look at it. I do see that a lot of, and I wanted to not be that way. I have seen that.
I mean,
do this, do
not
that.
everybody,
No,
but
of course.
there's a higher percentage of people that are there just, pushing. I don't know where they've come from, or it just doesn't feel authentic.
I don't want anybody to feel like that from us.
No,
We're just
this is what we've
been
gone
doing.
through.
Just, yeah, this is just what we've been doing. And I realize they're not talking enough about it. There's not enough awareness about it. The science is there. Speaking of which,
yeah.
man,
If it's not like, clouded with all this other BS.
can we just talk about the science?
She blinded me with science.
I'm so excited about ICNM. This is like the highlight of our year.
Oh yeah, that's
And by the way, I have not even seen you. I haven't spent any time with you. I'm so grateful to be in here with you. You guys,
It's 'cause,
we haven't had this conversation. It's on top of it. You have the crappiest reception at work.
Oh yeah. Yep.
For years. At first, you were living here working. We were working from home together for many years. And a few years ago, you started working outside the home. And now I can't even talk to you the last year.
Yeah,
Has it been a year? It's been
No,
about 6
almost.
months.
Yeah.
Since we started the podcast,
Roughly.
all of a sudden our communication got cut off.
Yeah.
So now tell them where we're doing the
Well,
podcast.
now we need to do this so we can actually talk.
Honestly, I haven't.
No, but we're here to share our story and what we've been doing, and just the progress is awesome. Seriously.
What were you reading? Thank you, by the way, and thank you for the progress.
Yeah.
Like everybody's been watching us grow into
I came out of my cocoon, everybody. Can you tell?
It's true. It does make me kind of feel like that. Like we're doing it. Like the way I'm telling everybody, hey, don't forget you're actually here. If you're here right now, you're actually doing it. We're doing it. We've been doing it. And I didn't, what was I going to say? The ICNM. I'm excited about this, getting ready to go for this. This is my 5th year going. This is your 3rd year going.
Right.
PCRM, Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, puts this on, and there is no pharmaceutical companies that are part of this. There's
no pharmaceutical funding.
no pharmacy. It's really interesting.
This is real information that you don't get normally.
We see Dr. Grieger, Ornish, Christy Funk, Alan Desmond, Gemma Newman. We see this year Kim Williams is going to be there, but I've seen Kim. I've done talks with Dr. Williams.
That's awesome.
Amazing. He was the cardiologist out of Rush, head cardiologist, American Heart Association.
Yeah.
Plant-based, trying to tell more doctors, like, are you guys kidding me? He's the one that said there's only 2 types of doctors. There's vegans and there's ones who haven't done the research.
Yeah, right.
And that's accurate. So if you're listening out there, think about that. This is a leading cardiologist saying these things. And he's from Chicago.
Yeah.
That's why we like him. And he talks about this often. He wasn't taught this in med school. They're not bringing this stuff in because why would
Well, yeah.
they wouldn't make any money if people could
Exactly.
reverse this
Exactly.
disease. But you can reverse it. We've done it several times here. And let me just talk about the lineup for ICNM for a little bit. It's a little exciting. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Well, of course, Dr. Barnard. I know he can't wait to see us.
Yep.
Dr. Hannah Kaliova. Now, last year they were like, shh, take your cameras, put them away.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't even release this study.
Right. It wasn't even
We
out
got to
yet.
hear it for the very, very first time. Dr. Vanita Rahman from PCRM,
Right.
Roxanne Becker, these guys are from PCRM, Dr. Michael Grieger, Dr. Kim Williams. There's a lot of really cool people. And there was a lot of cool people from last year. You know what I mean? Coming in. I can't wait. Speaking of people coming in, we're excited for this year's International Conference of Nutrition and Medicine.
Yeah.
We can't wait. Most of all, we do live updates while we're there.
Yeah, it's
to the
awesome.
members.
Yep.
We
yep.
tell them each day this is the latest research
That's right.
for preventing and reversing disease.
That's right.
And it's great. It's a room filled up with doctors. Most of them, I would say, have never heard of reversing disease.
Yeah, yeah.
With nutrition.
I hope we're where we're like sitting next to some doctors or something.
We always gain.
That haven't.
We always gain great
like,
relationships.
Wow. I just like seeing people when they first hear this information, like, what? They're like,
oh, yeah.
taken back by it. Like, I just can't, why wasn't I taught this in medical school? I'm like, I don't know, but you're here now.
And we have a doctor referral program, so
Yeah.
we meet a lot of doctors there,
Yep.
and we have the program that actually gives people the tools to prevent and reverse disease through nutrition education, lifestyle medicine approach, exercise, stress management, good sleep, community,
It's a
all
huge
these
thing.
things. So I can't wait because more and more people, more and more doctors are finding out about us and sending their patients to us.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, we're helping people and
We're doing it.
we're doing it. We're helping people.
So
it's awesome.
anyway,
Love it.
I didn't even get a chance to ask you. I went right into this is about eat more, be more.
Yeah, I get it.
That's how this is all
'Cause
going down to the
To
caterpillar.
wrap
down
your
to,
head around the eat more part
yes,
is a tough one for people.
it's a big one.
It is.
Eat
It is.
more to be more because that's my mission.
That's
I think
it.
that's how I'm wrapping it up.
That's how you eat your plants off.
I told you I was going to do a TED Talk this week. Well, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do it this week, but
No, but
for sure.
yep.
And that's how I've been kind of putting together, it's not just been about a diet.
Right.
It has not just been about the weight loss. It has not just been about building a business. It has not just been about breaking patterns. My TED Talk is going to be off the hook.
That's going to be great.
And it is going to be like eat more, be more.
I mean, if
because
I
that's how
wasn't-
this all started. We wouldn't even be in here if it wasn't for the plants. I
That's
wouldn't
right.
be here. I wouldn't have lost 100 pounds. I wouldn't have kept it off 13 years later.
That's
I
right.
would never have started this nonprofit or had even a shred of hope in my life.
I know. I wouldn't have lost 50 pounds. I wouldn't be the vice president and co-founder of Plantspiration. And like, come on, we're crushing it. It's amazing. I'm
Once-
so proud of you for doing it. It's like claps.
The odds.
Yeah.
What odds?
I don't, what are you talking about?
That's what I mean. Like, well, I've heard statistics, and that's maybe something I wanted to ask Noah, like the statistics. When he moved in here, he was like, do you know what the statistics are of businesses not making it past 2 years, 5 years, this
Yeah,
years? And
right.
once he told me that, I was like, look out. I was beating statistics, and I didn't
Yeah.
even realize it. I was just doing from my heart what
I
felt
know.
right.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. From the heart, just doing what feels right, helping people. And like, how can it seems like you can't go wrong. If you start your business, I mean, nobody's in business to break even, okay? But we're a nonprofit here, and what we're doing, money coming in is going right out for more and more, helping more and more people. So everybody's helping everybody, and this is how it should be.
This is how it should be. Speaking of, I like that.
Heck yeah.
I was
What
I
are we
was
doing
going
here?
to try to do some marketing while you were talking, but it didn't quite work out.
No, that's all right.
Oh, I think it's because I'm in here. Speaking of somebody who's in here, I think it's time to let Noah in
Yeah.
so that we
yeah.
can. What are you looking for over there? We have 3 phones in here, 2 laptops. What the?
I don't know.
Well, let's let him in. Let's
Yeah,
introduce
let's
everybody
talk to
to
our
Noah, our
CFO.
CFO, and let's just see how this goes.
A CFO we have.
Don't forget, we have to do the Plantspiration Health Report too.
I'll never forget. All right, let's get him in here.
I think I need to get out of this. Let's see this really quick.
All right.
Are we connected?
We're going to get him connected. He should be coming in.
This is exciting. Oh,
Yeah.
I hear him.
We're getting him
Just
in
like
here.
when he said, hey, you guys, I'm I'm just moving back into town. Can I come hang out with you? Can I come stay with you? And then here we
Yeah,
are.
for sure, for sure. Hey,
Noah, welcome
Hey,
to the podcast.
welcome. How you doing, Noah?
wow. How you guys doing? Thank you so much for having me. I just want to steal the floor quick and in spite of gratitude, thank you guys for letting me come on. It's been nothing shy of a dream for me to be on a podcast, so thank you guys. It's truly inspirational. More importantly, when I heard you guys had a podcast, my mind was blown because John, I know you're working full time and helping with Plantspiration, and Stephanie, you're running it too, which is like several full time jobs. So I don't know how you guys get the time to do all that and still like foster this community and give back and volunteer and all that. So I just wanted to switch it to you guys and say thank you because and you're helping my dreams come true. So like, how do you do it all? How do you do it all?
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, and Noah, thank you so much for taking time out
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
busy schedule. We can't thank you enough. I mean, this guy comes in here and
Uh,
he's volunteering his time as our CFO, and we could not be more grateful for that, Noah. Like this has cleaned stuff up for us so much with our mission and everything we've done. Why don't we should we just tell everybody how we kind of met? I think we should go back to the beginning because I was
Yeah.
saying before you came in here, we were like, no one knew us before we
mhm.
even did this.
Yeah, yeah.
I imagine you watching me turn into the person I was meant to be is the same amount of feeling I have seeing you guys go from where you started to who you are now and all the lives you've impacted. How did we meet? I was neighborhood kid. You guys had a pool, hanging out. And I was thinking about this. What's super interesting is when I was there at that younger age of, high school years, in your house, I would always just kind of feel like there's something here before anything even took off, just I had that feeling, really important feeling. And then, looking back, it's amazing. I would call it like pre-intuition, right? Because here you guys are traveling around, impacting people, spreading the message. It's remarkable. So yeah, I grew up around you guys and what a what an inspiration it is. I'm still baffled when I see the pictures of you guys on your porch from what you looked like to
Yeah.
now. Man, talk about inspiration. I don't think it gets better than that.
Wow, wow.
Everybody in town kind of heard about it.
Yeah.
And you watched it. Like he was coming over here before, he was coming over here after. And I think in the beginning, everybody just thought, oh, they went vegan.
Oh, they're just
Great.
doing,
They're
it's just
just
a
doing their
diet,
thing. And you kept coming around. Like you said, you kept gravitating back here.
Hmm.
I, first of all, I'm so proud of you for all the things you've been accomplishing during this time.
Big
It's
time, big
big
time.
time stuff. And then we
Crushing it, dude.
reconnected. Like we stayed in touch. We stayed in touch. And then all of a sudden you had asked, hey, I kind of want to land there for a little while. What were you thinking? Like what was going on?
So, no, that's a great question, and thank you for your open-mindedness on that. Because while I was down bad, and I just thought like, what kind of environment do I need? What are the people I want to surround myself with? Who would be willing to even like help someone out to that capacity? And like you guys just came to mind straight away. And it was mostly just knowing as you guys progress, as I went off to college and still coming back to check in, like just the energy you guys have, the authenticity, the passion for the lives you guys have. I just knew if I was in that orbit, I wasn't doing something right. So I knew if I was around that, maybe things would turn around for me. And you guys just selflessly let me in, but more so, you gave me a platform to like refine my skills and passions. And I really learned that when you help someone, you're helping yourself as well, but also like you can make these win-win situations. Like I'm so
Yes.
grateful I get to help you because I'm learning about me. And I'm so glad it worked out because here we all are now being able to talk about it.
It's crazy.
Seriously,
I
it's
mean,
amazing.
I
I
think you
want to
were
thank you.
yeah, this is it's great for people to hear this too. And you're younger. You went to school with our kids.
Hmm.
I want to add that in there too. That's how cool we are, actually.
Yeah.
It wants to do cool stuff with us. And that was new for us. We had never had anybody stay with us. It was something I just
I think we needed it as much as you
Yes,
needed it.
I think
Yeah.
that's a great way to put it. We
You
needed
know,
it as much as you needed it, or needed it, or it was
you
perfect
know,
timing, the universe. And then you
yeah.
came in here, Noah, and it was full on. We're filming a documentary.
Oh yeah.
Then there was that. What were you thinking it was going and by the way, we had no questions. I want to let people know.
What
You were
questions?
just looking before we started this podcast. I was like, how much time do people
Oh,
take to do the
like
podcast stuff? And
oh
they're
my
like
gosh.
hours. And we're like in bed at 5 o'clock going, hey, we're just going to do this. And we're
Yeah.
doing it right now. When you came in here, Noah, well, first of all, tell people what it was like.
No, it was nothing shy of spiritual transformation, I would say.
Boom.
I immediately felt better, and then I was like, well, I guess I have to be a vegan now, which, I knew what I was signing up for. I didn't want to disrespect your house, but that was life-changing alone, obviously, as you can see. Um, and no,
I don't think I just want to say this, and I don't mean to interrupt.
yeah, no, you're good.
I don't think we even said you have to be vegan.
Oh
like, we
no.
didn't say anything like
No,
that.
no, no. That was just me because I was like, maybe I'm missing something, right? Like I was like,
Interesting.
maybe it is the diet thing, or maybe it's because like I'm not feeling properly or whatever. So I was like, I want to do what you guys do, because maybe that was what was missing. And you know what? It hook, line, and sinker, right? Because since I moved in, like my trajectory, because I found faith in myself, I cleaned up my diet, I was thinking more positive, I like learn to make more bold moves. Like I again, I will say it till I'm blue in the face. You guys, like the plantspiration, the inspiration part, it's like all day long over here. And I got to give you guys a lot of credit for that because if it wasn't for your willingness to help me out in that time, I don't know where it would have gone or like what it would have been that I like became. And I'm just super grateful it was that. But the thing that I know is you live this lifestyle. It's not just this on and off camera thing. Like you do it. Like you
That's
guys were on me when I wasn't eating the proper way, which is great. And then you gave me the tools to succeed. And you know the support group and everything. Like it's all so intentionally designed to work, and it worked out for me. And I just blindly entered it. Like I had no other reason other than I just wanted to give it a shot.
It was really cool to watch.
that is
And
awesome. Yeah.
what were you saying, John? You heard him say something here, and you're like, yeah, that's it right there. Like we weren't telling him what to do. Like, how did you just pick
Well,
up on
yeah, we
that?
didn't push anything on. I mean, but we can't just like rent your room. You gotta like, you're so close, like you get pulled in. Like,
Yeah.
how could you not?
We weren't telling him come down here and
Like,
do yoga, but at the time we were
yeah,
doing yoga in place of the podcast, and we were
yeah,
going live doing yoga, and he would come down there, and I was like, I know at first I was like, this is kind of, but lo and behold,
hmm
you even, I think, no, it's fair to say you come in and you think this is just about food, but
hmm
boy, that was a little bit different. Yeah, he just was like,
yeah.
whoa, if you guys are listening on an iTunes, you don't see his face, but it's like,
Oh, no, it was. I mean, I think the food's a good step, but I think when you're open-minded to change in that regard, right? And you see the positive aspect, you're like, what else is it that these people are doing? And I think Stephanie and John as well, we're just more, I'd say like, and me is a huge part of my identity, spiritually inept that like I just needed
yeah,
someone to reaffirm some of the things that I was thinking and be like, why are you so afraid to think like this thing that you don't know, but you know it's like you feel it. And hearing
I get
someone
that.
give me that affirmation and believe in like manifesting and like having crazy goals and sharing it with the world and um those sorts of things that because of you guys I practice doing and I've only gone on to do like more and more and more, um which has completely changed my life. It's like there's just so much to it. And
Yeah.
but in all fairness, it started with me realizing something's not working with how I'm living. I don't feel right inside, and then being willing to like be open-minded to make the changes, and that's not easy for anyone, and
No.
it wasn't easy for me. It was not easy, but I wouldn't change a thing if I got to go back in time and redo things. I wouldn't have changed a moment of it.
Nice.
This is awesome to hear. And I think this is great for people to hear a different perspective and how this went. I will, this is why I'm going to title this podcast or why I have Eat More to Be More. I mean, how about that? Eat
Yeah.
Well,
more to be more.
It starts with that. That's for sure.
what I learned through you guys is I actually wasn't eating enough. And now I just eat like people are like, what's the secret to your muscles? I'm like, honestly, if you knew how much I lifted in the gym aside from like it's not much, like working out wise, but I just live like an active, busy lifestyle. But I'm always eating because it's like if you don't have the fuel in your body, more than two bananas a day, mind you, um, it it
Love.
doesn't like your body will eat itself. So it's like I think
Yeah.
people have it so backwards. And then, it's hard when the sources you see are like turning you against yourself. And that's why what you two are doing, having this platform, showing people the lifestyle, leaning into authenticity. And mind you, I have no script either. Like I'm just here answering your stuff. It's like, um, it's just such a great way to live. And I think you guys can both draw attention to the fact that I used to be this just like, and I'm working on it still, but just scatterbrained, energetic, going a million directions, nowhere guy. But when you find that like, and John, you know exactly what I'm about to say here is like when you find what your calling is and your passion, you lean into it. The
Yeah.
universe takes such good care of you. And I wanted to give you your flowers
True.
on that because I quit my 9 to 5 job last year without a plan. It was probably the dumbest thing ever. But I just had faith. I'm like, dude, I'm meant for more. I can be more. And then literally, I kid you not, and I'm not, this isn't advice for anyone, just quit their job and be crazy like me. I have a high risk tolerance, but like
That's great.
I started getting emails for like all these opportunities I always dreamt of. And being here is just another affirmation that like when you write down your goals and bring it into the world and put action and positivity towards it and are open to how you receive it, it happens. And before I get off my soapbox here so we could actually interact,
I love it.
um,
Go,
that's
go,
the
go,
thing is like
Noah.
people they have goals and they put energy towards it, but they get impatient on the timeline. As you guys know, when you started Plantspiration, you didn't know you'd be here in 2025, right? They
No,
put they put blocks on their timelines and then how it's supposed to happen. And you guys know that's what I was doing to me,
limiting beliefs.
literally. And then I literally just got out of my way. And I think by declaring to the universe, like, hey, I'm worth more than this like fixed income and I
Yes.
have this mission, it all kind of came together. And that's why I'm so grateful to be here sharing messages that we all resonate
Hmm.
with the same audience, because it's like, why can't we all find ways like to collaborate and like get the true information out there and help each other live not just good physical lives, like in case people haven't gathered, I'm a big finance guy, CFO, financially rich lives, right? Like it all goes hand in hand with the willingness to put in the work, be open-minded, which I know is so hard. Um, but you got to surround yourself with people like you guys and me that like know, like have been through it and
Yes.
know the tools in the belt. Like Stephanie,
Lived experiences.
my what do you call it in your car? The dashboard box. Am I saying that right? The
The glove box
It's
compartment.
clean now. It's clean now. I cleaned it out. I cleaned it out.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Wow.
Clarity. And while I'm on the soapbox,
Keep going.
I just wanted to share with the world because it's a big thing for me. My mission statement is to uplift humanity by enriching the world with financial education and spiritual enlightenment. Like when you have that
We
clarity,
need this.
you get these opportunities and like I didn't know that I'd get to share my message with you guys when I wrote this down and your platform 2 weeks ago, but I'm just so grateful that you have this phenomenal success because you're authentic and people resonate with that. Well, I mean, I'm not going to go off on how like fake people are, but how rare is it that there's just two people that can be so vulnerable about their lives and their growth and where they've been? Like we need more of that. So I'm just so happy I can be with you guys and have discussions on your podcast because wow, I don't know where else I'd rather be on a Sunday, morning right now anyway. So
This
thank you
is
again.
That's amazing. That's crazy because we were just talking about that. I was just talking about I'm being online and like there's just so many people just feeding you this stuff and it's like when the camera's off, it doesn't feel authentic. It's just not I'm not getting a good vibe, a good gut
Yeah.
feeling from what they're pushing,
you can pick up on some of that, or for the
Yeah.
most part, people can pick up on it. I already know this podcast is going to go longer, so this is
Oh, I don't
we
care.
have
I
such
don't
good,
care.
we have
This is great.
such important stuff to talk about.
Yeah, let's get into it.
You, first of all, Noah, what are you doing now today?
So in relation to the theme of everything, you guys actually utmost inspired me to get my own channel up. So I'm making content in relation we're talking about
which I love.
escaping that like financial sickness, learning how to navigate it. Um, so I'm building that up, and then crazily enough, when I lived overseas after I graduated, I was teaching English, and I thought, how cool would it be to be a finance professor? Well, that opportunity came my way. So I'm a finance professor as well. So yeah, I get to talk about what I love all day. Um, and I'm just super passionate.
You got to do the
Dude, come
claps. Like,
on.
that's impressive. And
Seriously,
I didn't
dude.
know that when, by the way, I didn't
You're a young
know,
guy. It's amazing. I'm impressed.
we
Thank
didn't
you. It means
know
a lot
that,
to me, John.
we didn't know what he was doing when he came in here. I
No,
wasn't like, oh, we've got a CFO. He gets here and I'm like, oh, um, so I've got this thing I'm doing and I don't know what's going on is literally how I came in. You know, I presented it to you
Word for
with,
word.
I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on. I didn't know that this was your thing, that you were a finance
And
major
yeah,
professor.
so when we met, I was in the industry working as a financial advisor. I was on a really great team. That was another dream I had, but I learned, and I'm sure you guys know, like how you guys are these specialists in this space. The system kind of holds you down what you can do, right? Like I didn't
Yes.
know hospitals are nonprofits. They're not paying property taxes. How
Yeah.
is that what? What?
See?
Crazy. So I love helping people, and that's my calling. And I'm grateful I get to impact more lives through education and my channel now, and you guys, of course. But I was kind of in a box, and I
Yeah.
knew I was sick because I was like deep down, I was like, this is great, I'm happy, but I'm meant for more. So lean into those things. And then you come in, and you don't even know as a financial advisor, but you have these lofty goals, which is like make them even bigger. Why think small and you can think big? And then right when you needed the person who had the skills, you let me live in your house. You didn't even know I had the skills you needed, and
Universe.
I was lost and needed something to put my energy into. And then like the universe took care of us. That is just thinking big and being open to how your problems get solved. So that's kind of how we got acquainted with that, which what a trip that was.
Putting it lightly, literally, would you say, what a great way to explain all
yeah.
this? In the timing of everything, the universe,
Fine.
I did talk openly about this with you because you were so open to it right from the get-go. I noticed when you moved in, you had some things that were familiar to me, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be able to talk about the universe stuff. I'm going to be able to talk about manifestation with him.
Yeah.
And I do feel like I've got that down
Oh
because
my. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
we're doing it right
So does
now.
John. John has it down. He told me some goals, and then before I moved out, he's like, "By the way, I met my goal." I was like, "Well," I was like, "What?" Like, yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even know. It was crazy. Like,
Well, I
it,
just threw a number out there and then I came in like even higher than that. I was like,
well,
oh, I impressed myself.
this is the thing though, is like, and with both of you, and even me now, I learned like, so first of all, everyone, I'm free from like the system. I call it the matrix. Like, I don't punch a clock. I do what I want. I take work as I want. It is the most
Where did you
liberating
learn that?
thing.
Where did you learn that,
Um,
Noah?
Well, yeah, it started. You guys planted the seeds. You guys gave me the incubator. Which again, life changing. And then, in the time when you didn't realize what I was up to, I was just busy like putting every ounce into everything I got off the ground now, which is why it's exciting to circle back and announce that to you and your audience. Like, set big goals, write it down, be open to how it happens, put all your energy into it, and as John and you and I all know, because we've done that, it's a big part of the process of knowing it'll happen. However, I need to draw attention to you have to have unwavering belief the outcome is going to happen and that you're worthy.
100%.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're wasting like. And here's the thing, you don't have to like worry about the little details. Just keep doing it step by step by step. Just like John meeting his financial goal and Stephanie having this, phenomenal audience that we're super
Yeah.
grateful to preach to. And here's the thing is we live this life. Like this isn't like scripted, this isn't made up. And that's why I think I'm so calm right now. Like I can just share these messages I want to share and not like overthink it because it's just totally meant to be. Um, but yeah, no, the manifestation process is huge. And I think it's unfortunate. Same with financial literacy, right? They don't teach it in schools because if
No.
people knew how much power they had within themselves, um, we wouldn't be punching the clock. We'd be having more co-op gardens. We'd be having clean eating. We'd be funding each other's dreams and goals
See
without
what we're doing here?
Hmm.
between. And John, I know you mentioned nope, I just drew a blank. I'm sorry. Stephanie, you take the mic.
No,
Sorry.
this is so real. Well, maybe because I was like, see what I said to John, I look over, I go, see what I'm talking about. And the way that, no, I know not only did you live here, you kind of know where we're at. And we've talked about the matrix. We did a podcast about like getting out of this whole diet mentality, the
Right.
sick care system. Noah introduced us to the financial system too.
Yeah.
Like you explained a lot of that to us too.
It's like another gear of the same system.
It's like a
just
sick care
another
system.
100%.
You said actually you escaped this financial, maybe I'm wording it wrong, but the way that we say we escape the sick care system, you are teaching people, maybe I'm wording that right?
That's my goal is to teach people how to get out of it. Because it takes some work, but just like how you guys impact these lives or what they eat with your thoughts and how you manage your money, you can easily get over this wall that's built to just consume, 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 and not like yourself,
Yeah.
which is part of what you're eating.
Powerful.
Well, part of what you're eating, right? If you're not eating clean foods, how are you like it's literally engineered to like not make you feel the best. So if you're not feeling the best, how are you going to think the best? If you're not thinking the best,
You
how
can't
are you
do
going to
the
manifest?
best.
Literally.
And
Yeah.
how are you going to do? Yeah, how are you going to manifest it? And really quick, because we have so much high energy in here.
Yeah, right.
Is
This is
like
awesome.
there
That's
is even
awesome.
I can't think of the name of the book, but I may have spoken about it where she ran a nonprofit. I hear so many successful people what I'm talking about getting into the diet and the lifestyle aspect of it. And I did a
Huge.
podcast about being successful in that. It took this. Noah, when you started talking to me about what you wanted to do, immediately I was like, we need some business names. There's that manifestation tool. Right away, I want people to name where they're going. If we don't know where we're going, we have no idea how to get to on the highway, to buckle up, to the map, the itinerary. So it was like name what you want, and then
Yeah, like physically name it, write it down.
it'll get better. It'll keep
Yeah.
changing. We just have to jump in and we have to start doing it. And I said, so I'm over here teaching people to live longer. This is about longevity. They're going to need to have better finances
Yeah.
because people aren't taught to live this lifestyle like the blue zones. And I don't know if you got into the blue zones or how those people are living to be 100 and how they're financially doing it, but how can that look at how this connects so well? We need to know how to, they didn't teach us how to plan
Right.
and eat and live and be healthy, longevity. So how do you play into that? Or like, what would you say to people? Or, well, we're going to tell everybody where your website, your who to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're the guy. Like I could not be more grateful that you are our finance guy. This guy's so great.
He's our CFO of
Yeah.
Plantspiration.
You're coming with me to the bank. Like, this is how cool
Yeah.
stuff is. Like, I've got
That
to
is
tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Life is great. I have the time to say, when do you want to go? And let's go, right? It's just like, and when you feel this energy all the time, you're in like, you can curate things in the moment, right? So, I mean, it's like, we're putting it into great things. So, how do you manage the money, right? So first of all, it comes to a feeling of like not selfish deserving, but like worthiness. So when I was younger, my parents had 5 kids. And so coming from a guy with a master's degree, guys, you don't need a master's degree to be successful. Look at John and Stephanie, they're just following their passions and they
That's
have a
it.
plan and they're planners and they know how to use energy properly. So I tell people, don't let my credentials get in the way. It's just so I can, be in these board meetings with Stephanie and go to the bank and say, I know what I'm talking about and everything. But it comes from a feeling of worthiness. And we live in
Yes.
a society where literally loving yourself is now an act of rebellion. How crazy is that? Like, how crazy
Yeah.
is that when you love yourself, you're the weird one now? Like,
Yeah.
I love that
that's
you said
something,
that.
right?
I
Yeah.
want everybody to stop and take that in for a minute.
Let's.
What you said is so profound that loving yourself is
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Is that
And
what
hey, to tie it to Plantspiration, you're not going to love yourself if you're eating McDonald's every day.
true?
If you're only eating one banana when you could have like five in a day. I'm gonna keep plugging. That's
Isn't
just
that
the funniest thing
society? I
ever.
mean, look at that's
Um,
cultural conditioning. That's cultural conditioning at
so
its finest.
we're culturally conditioned to be broke, and I was in that because I was working so hard, but I was putting my energy in the wrong spot. So it really starts with the belief of like, you know what, this is what I think I'm worth. I'm gonna go get it, and then even you're not gonna get it the next day. It takes time, but then when you get the opportunities, executing without fear. Like when I became your CFO, I was like, do I deserve this? I was like, am I good? But I was like, of course. Like she wants me to be in the role, therefore I deserve it. Like it's really that easy. So instead of making negative spirals, which you guys saw me do plenty, I
Same.
now
We
yeah, I now make it, I transmute it to positive outcomes. And then it makes the process better. And then when you get the money, um, you just it really comes back to an act of like doubling down on yourself. And as you guys know also well, following your mission. That's why I refine my mission
Your why.
statement so closely because I can put every dollar into it and know that I'm going to impact the amount of people I want to impact. And when you're more worried about the cause and what you're doing, as you guys know, as I know of your CFO, the money just keeps coming in. The money comes in, and then you can build up your mission more and more and more. So I know I'm not even talking about like specific dollar signs or like accounts or taxes. And mind you, if anyone listening is interested, and when my channel's in the link, like reach out to me. We can navigate all that. It's my calling here, but it really is as simple as taking a step back and just thinking about all those things we discussed, which is crazy because just like food, they don't teach it in school. They don't teach you properly. They want you not loving yourself, and that's why it's like, no. When the moment I learned that, I'm
Hmm.
like, I'm gonna love myself every day. I'm gonna love myself every day. I'm gonna surround myself with people that love themselves. I want to make the world a better place, and it's really hard to fail when you move with that sheer, genuine intention. So yeah, thank you for that. That was a really good question, Stefan. It was remarkable. Good job.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
And you said this keeps coming to the top of my mind that I want to say. And do you remember when he said to me, I don't know how you said it, no, but you were like, we kind of went over like maybe it's because you didn't learn this structure that I had this fearless. How would you does am I go there? He knows what
Oh
I'm talking
my
about.
goodness. Oh
Say
my,
it.
so funny. Again, I'm proud to have a master's degree, whatever, but it's like it's just what I thought I had to do because I was so in the system, right? So I know all these stats and I know how hard it is to start a business. I know the structures, I know the team you need to build, I know the capital you need, I know the support you need, I know the time you need. Meanwhile,
There it
so
is.
that was a block for me. Like I thought I had to do all these things, and that's what education does. It's super helpful, right? But like you need to think bigger than it, not set limits. So meanwhile, Stephanie over here, not knowing 90% of businesses fail in the first 5 years.
When you told me
90%.
that,
90%.
when he told me that, you kind of were over here like, holy this is actually like once you were in here, you were like, she's actually doing, not that you doubted it, but
No, yeah.
you got to see like my everyday schedule, living, money, this, that, and I wasn't paying attention about the money. I still am not. Remember that year I had nobody, like I had a year where the credit card thing didn't work on my website and I wasn't making any.
I saw the stats and it was remarkable. I mean, and I'm saying like, let's mark it now. I'd love to co-author the book or something, sell a case study because you've defied small business because your yearly revenue was like literally like the healthiest linear line, like doubling, doubling, doubling. And then when I was running the graphs, because I'm super analytical,
Love this.
exactly as you mentioned that issue, I saw that dip and I was like, what? Like I was like, this isn't right. And meanwhile, you didn't know how to make the graphs. That's why I'm there. So you're like, this is a problem. You're like, what's going on? Never even thought, like anything of it. And here's the thing too. We're talking about like eating healthy, living healthy, loving yourself. Part of it is when an obstacle comes in a way, enjoying that and not think like it's a test. It's a test to see if you can get to the next level. And
Yeah.
your business was phased, I noticed as you explained to me, in these like tiers and levels as you kept growing. And I was always asking, like, how do you do it, Stephanie? You're like, you just get ready for the next level. You just keep going. And it didn't make sense then. But now that I'm living a life I'm living, it makes perfect sense. And no, it's just it's crazy. And real quick, I just want to shed some light on John here too. If you weren't eating plants, John, I don't know how you would do it because, dude, no one works harder than this man in that chair. Like, I
True.
kid you not, he's up at 5 a.m. And then there'll be times when like I'd get a snack at 10 p.m. and he's still like grinding away at what he's got to do. Like that relentless pursuit amplifies the energy and really gets you where you're going. So like just double down on yourself and you guys are
Serious.
just the best role models. So I'm just again grateful to be here. It's been the whole podcast so far has been a dear diary moment for me.
It's all of
So
this
This
is
is,
exciting.
yeah, that's amazing. I mean, really, it is about the plants. I mean, definitely. If I wasn't as healthy as I am, I wouldn't be able to do it. And the thing is,
And thank you.
yeah,
Because
who, me?
let me just say this as
I'm
while
just
we're all
doing me,
here,
man. I just do what I love to do.
but
And sometimes I'm like, shit, I gotta go to bed. Like I just,
yeah.
I love to. I mean, seriously, I will
well,
go to bed at 11. I'll still be up at 5 without a clock. Like I'm ready, man. Let's do it. I'm just excited for the new day. When you direct the energy on yourself, it's just so easy to deal with everything coming at you. It's like that used to phase me, but now it's nothing.
true, true. And we've even grown. There's so much that's happened since. So, what I was going to say to this is thank you. I need to be very clear. I make zero money, I have no income. I
Like we volunteer our
wouldn't be,
time.
but I
You're
Oh
wouldn't,
my goodness.
volunteer.
but I
You
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you doing what you're doing. And I don't bring that up enough. Like you're holding the fort down while my dream of making this happen is happening. And it's just going to keep getting bigger. So, what were you going to say, Noah?
So two profound points here. First of all, John's right, and we can tie everything together. How do you get healthier? How do you reach financial abundance? You have to lean into what you love. So people that are lost, I've been lost. It's like I was doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing because I was ignoring my passions and my calling. So if you see a trend between the three of us, Stefanie and John, they love Plantspiration, they want to give
Love.
back. All the energy goes into that, amplified, right? Love. John loves his job, what he does. He has the energy to do that for 12 hours a day and still some, and it blows my mind because there was a fundraiser one time and he was like, "You ready to go?" I was like, "How are you awake right now?" I was like, "How are you?" And I fixed my sleep, guys, by the way. Like I'm sleeping good.
Yay.
Um we can come circle back to that, but then and then Stefanie, a massive thing, you're right. John and Stephanie, your time is volunteer. Every penny that Plantspiration touches, it goes back into the business. It goes
100%.
back into enriching other people's lives. And this is how it's so unfortunate that if people just focused on their passions, look, these two are so taken care of. I'm taken care of. Like it really does work.
Mm,
More so, the fact that they're able to reach as many people as they do, it's because they continuously reinvest and they're not pulling from it to like have to live their lifestyle. Mind you, there's different situations where that's you
sure.
have to do that, right? But like because they have this amazing partnership, your marriage, it's like it works really well.
Thank
And the
you.
energy amplifies with the more people that are authentically on board and in pursuit with your mission. So it's like don't
Yes.
discount the fact that like I was meant to be here as much as like the three of us in this podcast right now. So I mean just a lot of great like it's dissecting those sorts of things that make you the person you want to be to get the opportunities you want, you know? So really great. I'm enjoying this conversation, guys. Thank you
We are
so much.
too. We are too. I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't going to stop because this is so good. And like you said, the authenticity of it all is I I just kept going saying that this is what we're going to do. This is how it's going to happen. Here's what I was going to ask you. And Noah witnessed it. And we've talked about this. There's so many people that have been like, you need to charge this and you need to do that.
Oh
And you
man.
actually witnessed this happening to me. And I double down. I'm just like, nope, it's
Mm-mm.
not how I roll. And that's a conflict for many people. Why is that?
Yeah,
Or
why?
what is that?
Because people are like telling you how to run your business. It's like
About
you
money. Like a minute somebody comes in here and it's about
right.
something like that.
Oh,
Why does that
you
bother me
need
so?
different tiers of coaching
Well,
and this
that
often. It's like that. No, I have one
well, it
heart, not
could
different
be.
tiers. Just like
It
just
was an instinctive thing that I wanted to
be
show people I'm
authentic.
not in it for the money.
Yes.
We are all in it for people to get healthy, for people to love themselves, for people to believe in themselves.
Yes.
And that's what's stripped away. I've talked about this. How did we learn doubt? How do we get doubt? We learned it.
Mm.
We learned it.
Yep.
We learned those limiting beliefs.
Yep.
Yeah, it's inherited
It's
from
inherited.
from somewhere, from somewhere.
Absolutely. Um, John, what questions do you have for him? Because
I This is just amazing. I don't even have the question. I didn't print them out. I mean, I don't need
We don't
questions.
need questions. This is exactly what I
This
wanted
is
people to hear,
amazing.
that it's real. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
came in here locked and loaded,
Well,
degree, mission, and you left here completely different.
oh my, 1,000,000%. I mean, here's another thing, right? Is you two don't have limiting beliefs, so there's no ceiling on what you're doing.
None.
You're not afraid of any obstacle.
Mm,
You just embody all of the things. And I had another point, but my mind's just racing, so I
sure.
completely, but it's all good.
Well, it's exactly why the coaching and the program is so affected. It's lived. It's our lived experiences that
Yeah.
have brought this to people. It's not just the science. It's all of these things and our passion.
Right.
Let me
It's a
just
continual thing. I mean, because
constantly
this
growing.
is how we live, and so we're going to share it with the world. And come on.
Well, speaking of sharing it, there is also, I want to explain, Noah's talking about being fit, working out.
Hmm.
He's chiseled. If you're not listening, you can watch the YouTube. We should have, we did, and something really cool, if you don't mind me bringing it up. Noah's a twin. So when I talk to you and when we see Dr. Garner at ICNM, he actually did the studies for the
With the twins.
You Are What You Eat.
Hmm.
And I immediately was like, I mean, not only is Noah a twin, he's got another set of twins. Do
Crazy.
you notice,
Yeah.
like, I know you talked to Nash yesterday. Do you guys ever talk about this? Is there a difference to you in the way that you
Oh my
guys,
goodness. Oh my goodness. So,
we got
that
our own
man,
twin study?
here's another thing is you can like man, my twin is the most driven person in the world. I admire him for that.
He
But if you don't
is.
have the proper fuel, it's like a car. You're not going to get any further than down the street, even if you push in the car, like with your own energy.
Mm-hmm.
But with him, I'm like, dude, you need electrolytes. You got to eat more. You got to drink water. He's just always on the go, 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 go. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm
Mm.
like, man, like, and
Survival.
he's super successful, so it's working. But I'm like, dude, like, you could have a better quality of life if you slow down. And I'm not saying he doesn't slow down and live, but it's
Sure.
like, slow down, smell the roses, have a glass of water, have 10 glasses of
You
water,
can
Yeah,
have it. You
please.
can have it all, I guess, is what I want to is what I want to say. Is
Hmm.
it a good way to put it? Like, you can do it all. You can have it all when you, yeah, no,
Here's the thing. When I was with you guys, I thought I had to have it all tomorrow.
that's what
Uh,
I mean.
So like it wasn't until, and this is why I can be so refined in my messages and like instantly curate. It's like it just resonated with me. And that was something I wanted to say earlier when I had that brain fart is like, I thought, oh my goodness, if I work 100 hours, then I'll be 2.5 times more efficient. No, it wasn't until I like hit rock bottom and then slowed down, evaluated what I wanted, and then wrote down the goals and then said, I'm gonna do nothing more than this. And now it's like I take the time, I do my chores in the morning. I start my day with gratitude, mind you, which is why I love how you start your podcast. I literally, guys, I go on my balcony, I throw up my arms and I say, Universe, I am so grateful for everything I have. I know I could have
What I'm
so
talking
much
about.
more, but I need nothing more. And if this is all I'm ever gonna have, I am so content. Thank you. And then when it's
Perfect.
not because I say that things, I get the next opportunity, the next, but it's like, how do you expect to receive more if you're not even happy with what you have?
Okay, he's
yeah.
he's nailing it right here.
Hmm.
I'm just saying that is really what we're coaching, teaching,
Yeah,
diet, lifestyle, how to the gratitude is a big part of leveling up. If we don't, and I'm not saying people aren't grateful. You know what I mean? No, like people are always grateful,
yeah,
but
yeah.
when we're not present in that gratitude, you're
Present.
just
It
you have to
doesn't
be
work.
present.
Doesn't work.
And you weren't here for that long. Maybe, well, how many months were you here?
What I think like May to October, May to end of October. So
It,
like almost half a year.
but I think the transformation happened in the first week.
Oh my, well, I mean, when I was eating when I was eating with you guys the whole food plant-based diet, right? The first week I was like, I feel something like tingly. Like it was
Yeah,
like I felt lighter, like I felt my head was
it's
clearer.
called blood
Um
flow
Yeah. To the brain.
to all areas. And you
Right,
learned a
right,
lot
right.
here because I just want to explain the why too. You need to know your why in life.
Yeah.
And I knew what your why was, Noah. You wanted to be somebody
I wanted
Hmm.
to help people.
that
Yep.
that
But
way.
how was I to help people when I wasn't even helping myself?
I said that.
Yeah.
Boom. That's it right there, folks.
You have to eat more to be more because that food is our fuel. That's our nourishment. That's our brain. That's everything. And you don't have to have everything at once.
No, I mean, seriously, eating like that when you first start, your brain is
It
like,
was tingly.
you get like more
Yeah,
blood flow, you get more connections. It's a real thing.
L-
I got
d-
more time back in the bathroom.
yes.
A lot of
Yeah.
fiber.
Yeah,
That
buddy.
makes a difference. Don't go. Let's do the health report because Noah, you're part of this. You made this
Hmm.
happen that people are coming together. When we started this podcast, another accidental genius, as John would call it, I was like, we should have since we're not doing studies, since we're not doctors, how was I supposed to keep track of this phenomenal response we were getting from people? And
Hmm.
then I started
Hmm.
the Eat Your Plants Off nutrition education and lifestyle medicine classes. We both did. Now we're both doing this. So
Right.
we start keeping track. And let's talk about this week's Plantspiration Health Report, brought to you by our Plantspiration members, the
Yep.
real MVPs.
That's
They
right.
are the ones that are leading with inspiration on how to actually make diet and lifestyle changes. All, like Noah said, all the money that comes into Plantspiration goes right back into helping other people. So, John,
That's right.
last week we were at 1,913 pounds, slew of chronic diseases, heart
Hmm.
disease, diabetes, autoimmunes reverse. What are people logging in this week?
People are logging in more energy and feeling lighter. I mean,
Hello.
every week, people are journaling more, they're feeling great, they're working out. There's like, did I say sleeping better? There's just more people, looser clothes. That's amazing. And we bumped, and I missed on a couple people. I didn't get their weight, but we're up to 1,925 pounds.
Getting
That's
closer, for
right.
the love of kale. This is what I'm talking about. Why wouldn't we want to see? I want to reach everybody, Noah. I want to be one of the we are going to be one of the biggest nonprofits because more and
Yeah.
more people. Did you hear about the TED Talk I'm going to do?
I mean, and here's the thing is like someone tuning in for the first time and be like, this couple on this podcast is like they're already talking about TED Talks. But here's the thing. If you don't put it out there and believe in it,
Hmm.
how
He
else do
knows what I'm
you
doing.
how else do you and when I was there in 2023, you're talking about a show and then you film a documentary and now you have this platform on this podcast. Like you don't achieve big things on accident. You have to be worthy, you have to say you have to declare it and then think I'm worthy of having it, put in the work and let it happen. Like it maybe your show's on YouTube or Amazon Prime. Are you mad it's not on I don't follow the TV that much, but if it's
Yeah,
not
me
on the
neither.
Prime slot, like what like you're still doing the thing and impacting the people and real quick as well, you've met so much resentment in this space because you challenge so many norms and
Hmm.
and and that's another thing with like how, to answer the question, which I'm so glad it's been a theme throughout the pod here, is like how do you get
Love.
that financial abundance when you're met with resentment? It's literally a challenge of like how worthy do you think you actually are, and you could have folded at the first one or the second time, and like you kept telling me all the stories and you just kept going, and now you're in this space where it's like you know where you're going, you know your lane. People have finally accepted your marketplace and presence in the space, or your market share and presence in the space, and it's only going to go up from here because when you move with authenticity and you don't give up, how do you not get where you're going? So yeah, TED Talk. I'll be in the back.
That's what I'm talking
You'll be in
about.
the front.
Let me ask you this, Noah, before I want to know, I want everybody to know where to go when they are looking for you, what you do, how you can help, drop all your stats.
Yeah.
What's it like to lead this nonprofit?
Holy cow. Your nonprofit, yeah.
Yeah,
First of all, it's nothing shy of like a humbling responsibility because Stephanie hit on the head. She knew I wanted to be someone, not like someone to like flaunt it, but like I wanted to have my skills be put to the ultimate
yes,
use.
yes.
And when she called upon it, I didn't. I that's my dog.
It's okay. Hi, puppy.
Yeah,
We,
yeah.
we
Watch
love
me
all
talk about
animals.
my dog. Yeah, we do. He's a little pupper.
What kind is he?
He is he's half pit and half bull, but he's the
Cutie,
friendliest guy in the planet. He's the friendliest guy on the planet.
cutie. Uh,
Um, he's a rescue, by the way. He rescued him, so
of course you did.
even more right. So when you call upon me for that, I it's what I wanted to do, and I didn't even feel worthy when you gave me the
I
opportunity. So what's
remember.
it like?
I
Like
know.
knowing that you're giving me all this praise that it's like first of all, like you started the business, you run the business, I literally just look at numbers on a spreadsheet and give you advice, and you're like, cool, let's do it. Like it's you know it's it's
How are our numbers? Like,
again, you're right back. You're right back on track. You're right back on track because you continuously give back to the mission and
yeah,
you're growing. Like we've built models to see like what your growth rate is, and you just keep blowing them out of the water because
wow.
you keep expanding your reach more and more and more. And you like you're not a finance major, so you're always tapping on me for numbers. Like you don't even care about
I
what's
don't.
there. It is the most remarkable thing. So no, it's been it again, when you make those relationships where you win and the person you're helping wins, I'm just super grateful to be helping and volunteering as well because it really helped me become the person I was meant to be, and it gave me so much more confidence. And it was all because you just asked for help on a thing that you didn't even know I was like had some innate talents
I
at.
had no
And
idea.
mind you, we have other people behind the scenes. She's an incredible bookkeeper as well. That's another inspiration of mine. So,
Yes.
like, there's so many people behind this curtain that's like running the show because how do you not like want to help these authentic people just like reach more and more people and better the world, you know?
Mm.
I love that you said that
Yeah.
because before you came on here, I did say something like, I think a lot of people think I have some cool Facebook group.
Yeah. Ooh, that's it.
There's more than a Facebook group going on.
Yeah.
What is going on behind the scenes, I guess? What would I know what it looks like to
I mean, geez, you're doing everything. I mean, you're coaching, you're creating a curriculum, teaching people. I mean, I love doing our classes, but you were just helping so many people, like without even asking for anything. Like you just help, and it's amazing what you do for people.
well, it's
There's
It's
never
not,
been anyone that I brought to Stefanie that she hasn't like dropped everything to like help in a moment's notice. Like never even a price tag or anything. You helped me with the stomach ulcer a couple weeks ago.
that's
Like I
right.
called you. No, I texted you, called me right away. You were like busy running around downtown, and you still like took my call. It's just like you. We need more people like you. And what's it like behind the scenes stuff? I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it because you're wearing all the hats. And it's nothing shy of, dare I say, inspirational. Plantspiration inspirational.
nice.
I want to remind everybody, and I remember sharing this story with you, and that's what I'm going to ask you next, Noah, is what is one of the best stories that you left here with? But I wrote Plantspiration around this globe
Uh-huh.
that I drew half, half.
It
I can't think.
haphazardly.
Thank you. I couldn't think of that
It
word.
was it was around a circle from the water, your glass
Of
on a
water when I was
napkin
doing
or
T. Colin
something.
Campbell, and I wrote Plantspiration. I invented it in my head, and I said I'm going to trademark this. And that's exactly what I had done. And I didn't know at the time that I was manifesting,
Yeah.
that I did believe in myself. You know, it was me growing like this butterfly, like this moment of my friend with this butterfly that we've been talking about. That she named him Stefanie and John. I watched it emerge, and the butterfly is now in it went into the cocoon, and I realized you have to dismantle everything inside of that for it to grow the wings and for it to fly. And that's exactly what we've all done here.
Yeah.
Prophetic.
Yep.
That's my word of the week.
I love good word of the week and nothing shy of like the utter truth. Like, I mean, I wouldn't know how to sum it up any
We
other way.
we want to hear what story you left here going, man, if that happened,
Like anything's
anything's
possible.
possible.
Well, oh my, well, first of all, I came in not with like prior this ego, but like you think you know, like you trust the medical system, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
literally, Stephanie helps people in the most incredible ways. Like go from whatever issue they have to getting rid of it, like utter, like it's gone. And she showed me reports. I've heard firsthand testimonies. I didn't know that was possible. By
Yeah.
of all things, just eating plants, but more so like putting like getting aligned with yourself mostly.
Yes.
So that was remarkable. But more so, it was when I got there, I was like, all right, well, what do these people do to unwind? And we do. So first of all, you guys do take time, and I'd love to say like you call it brain bleach. Like you have to take
Yes.
some time to empty your brain so you can sleep. However, there is no off switch with you guys, and that's another part of it is like like we were talking about plantspiration all day, and until we had our brain bleach time, right? But you have to be obsessed with what you're doing, and you have to know you're worth it. And I'd have to say like some of my favorite things was just we'd sit out in the sun and we'd get sun and you're on your back porch there on your table and I'd try to plan my hectic life, and you were just like so present. I don't even know. You were just like, yeah, I wrote this date down for that thing. And I was like, are you gonna plan? You're like, oh, I'll figure it out. And it always works out so well. So just that openness.
It, the belief in yourself.
Yeah.
I want to always say to everybody listening right now, you have to believe in yourself. And I talked about this a little bit when we were putting the podcast together. I would say to John, you know that, or to everybody here, it was at 5 o'clock. We take down a couple notes during the week, but at 5 in the morning when we wake up and we're having some tea, I'm like, okay, I don't worry about what we're going to talk about on this day. I already know what we talk about is going to be phenomenal and we're going to keep getting better about it. And I started it saying, I have no idea where we're going, but it will be to the top, and will eventually evolve into what it's going to be by being authentic and to believe in ourselves and to always know what our mission is. And that is to inspire people to be the healthiest version of themselves. I mean,
Yes.
spiritually, mentally, physically, but it does start with the food. I'm going to say it again, eat more to be more. And since you've been eating more, Noah, what have you been up to and where do we send people to show them and teach them what you're doing? Because people are living longer and they're going to need a Noah.
Yeah. So to finish the other question there, I knew you guys were the real deal when I saw your production that you do in your kitchen. Literally better than some of those food channel networks for just a mom and pop shop. And then the power went out and you still did it. Like I was like, okay, like and again, it ties together all the principles we're talking about of like not giving up, going. So anyway, yeah, me,
It was a
messing with
heart disease class. Hold on, I just want to mention. I know
yeah.
that it was a heart disease class and the power went out and we had a co-host so that the laptop stayed on. And when we got our laptop back on, all the attendees were still there. It was a full room of people and we didn't skip a beat.
Yep. That was
And
it.
that's how to believe in yourself.
It was remarkable. It was remarkable.
Thank you.
It's way different than like how people say, "Oh, fake it till you make it." No, you just got to be authentic and go after what you
You
want.
can't.
That's
The
it.
energy,
That's it.
like you had mentioned, without putting a date on it or a limit. Don't limit yourself. Don't even
Yes.
think about that. Or if I don't do it this by then
If
screw
I
it.
don't, I didn't start this and say, I want to lose 100 pounds. I want to, make this much money for Plantspiration.
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
You just
And
wanted
so
to
I did.
went after it.
So when your audience is feeling super healthy and has energy and they want to know where to put it and find their financial abundance, easiest way to get a hold of me is I have, and I'll give you guys the link. And it's in its infancy. It is in its infancy. But I'm going to be giving all my energy to it because I'm super grateful to have a platform to help people inspired by none other than you two. You can find me on YouTube. It's just The Noah Show. I didn't really know
Nice.
Love.
what else to call it, but yeah, we talk about, I'll be talking about my journey and like how I had blocks and how you can overcome it with some of the themes we hit on here. And then in the future, I'll have like financial coaching sessions, and I also show you my passion for swing trading and some of the macroeconomic stuff and
Love.
details of like how to invest in the stock market. Or part of the reason I got my financial freedom is because I knew what my monthly spend was and I knew what I needed to get over that wall and then get my freedom and get it residually. So if any of those things are something you're looking for, or you're like, what are those words? Or you just want to see me talk more about this space I'm very
Yes.
passionate about. Yeah, it'll be the Noah Show on YouTube. Again, very infant, but please give it a like and follow because just like Stephanie and John here, I'm gonna take that thing as far as I can go because when you follow your passion, as long as you're not hurting people, I don't think you can ever really fail.
Yeah, wow. That's
This is
great.
Words of Wisdom, the Noah
there.
Show. I'm so proud of you for this. And it's what we need. And I love all the principles behind what you're doing. It's absolutely incredible. And like I was going to say to everybody, this podcast isn't just information, it's everybody's invitation to be yourself.
Yeah.
Like Noah was saying, we're considered weird. Well, then whatever it is, you know what I mean, against the grain or different or
I don't want to be normal if that's the case,
I don't want to.
I don't want that.
I want to break those social norms. I want to
Normal's
break those
boring.
patterns that keep people stuck. be yourself, which is a great time for me to do my call to action, which I've learned from people like Noah. Join Plantspiration. We have a buy one, get one free right now. We're talking about buy a couple months, get some stuff free, buy a 6-month, get more months free, buy an annual, get more months free.
Yeah.
This takes time to learn these diet and lifestyle things. And I wish everybody to get in here and learn how to get financially free. When you start eating more, you be more. And it's true. A lot of people are being more mindful with and saving money. This is saving money going plant-based. You also know that too.
It's your health. You don't have to pay in the back end, or you don't have to make all those visits. Like, it's amazing why do you think they don't teach us how to eat the plants, right? Like, you're not needed in that tax-free hospital. It's crazy. So, and then you can take that money and invest it in yourself, and then see everything is coming together. It's beautiful. So
he wasn't here even for the first half of this episode, because I was talking about that. I'm like, we were in trouble way back then, way back before we started this. We didn't have health insurance. I'm like, now we got it and don't need it.
That's how you should live. Yeah.
And I love the way you brought up hospitals or nonprofits. People are always like, how do you make money? I'm like, we need donors. So anybody can donate to plantspiration.org if you love what we're doing, if you want to see more of us get out there.
We're 501c3 tax exempt, so your donation could be tax exempt.
As Stefanie re-summarizes her call to action here, we're talking about abundance, right? Don't give for the sake of like, oh, it's going to come back. But when you are abundant, you will write a check, or you'll give money and not be attached to it. And then just know when you are where you need to be, it'll come back in some other crazy opportunity.
100%.
So, share the love, donate. Like, these guys are changing lives. They changed my life for sure, if you've learned nothing from this podcast. So put the energy into these people and let them give it back to the masses, and it'll come back to you. And John is very much so right. It's a tax write-off. So when the business is saving money, you pay less taxes, get more money for you.
He knows that kind of stuff. When we said we were starting a podcast, did you expect it to come out to be like this 38 episodes later, 53,000 followers?
So I was inspired because I was like, they're doing the thing, like they're doing it. They're just doing it. I was like, and I knew you guys weren't attached to the metrics. And I would like look every, however long it's been. I'm like, it's blowing up. It's blowing up. Like, not that I didn't believe that would happen, but like, you're just now like, how many people know someone that has a successful podcast? How crazy. And mind you, I'm starting my own thing without any fear or anything, but like, it literally just takes the willingness to do it. And you guys just have such a refined message, and you're doing it for all the right reasons. It's of course it's working out. How couldn't it work out? So just grateful to be here as always.
Well, we're grateful that you're a part of it.
Yep.
This was an amazing episode, Noah. I think you're going to be back. Like, we need segments of like
much love.
I would already like to put this out there. Health is wealth.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, run it up.
We should have a health is wealth segment, and like more ways that we can
give back.
So Noah, what an honor, honestly, to have you here, and for everybody to share. Please track down the Noah Show. We're going to drop the links in the show notes. I want everybody to get on this, because the couple people that I've already sent his way, they text me. They're like, wow.
Yeah.
Noah.
Right?
Yeah. Joe's living his life right now, by the way, and he was here for a week, and he came in here. Did you meet him yet?
No, we text. Remarkable guy, though. I can feel his energy through the screen. That's the kind of people I like to be around.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is what we do over here at Plantspiration. We're not surviving anymore, you guys. We're thriving.
That's right.
Financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, and of course, eating our plants off. We're going to wrap this up. We're going to say thank you so much again to Noah for taking time out of your day. I know I'm going for a bike ride. We definitely need some brain bleach later, and we want everybody to eat their plants off. Get in Plantspiration. Check out our class this week. We're going to be talking about anti-inflammatory all-stars. And teaching people how to prevent and reverse disease.
Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, or whatever that is.
We love all of you guys. And like Noah said, I'm going to say this before we hang it up. Love yourself.
Yeah. True.
Love yourself. Noah, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you so much. We're out of here.
Yep. See ya.
Peace.